What up, though? Hope everybody's well. Check it out, just driving. We had like 8 inches of snow the other day, and then it was 45 degrees yesterday, so everything's melted. But in the meantime, we have colossal ice dams, tons of old roofs leaking, and calcium chloride going on roofs, heat cables, especially, you know, where the valleys come down and go into the walls. People don't flash them right. Tons of leaking going on. So it's been a pretty productive week. Once this snow's been melting, the phones are all of a sudden blowing up again. But getting here at the end of the year, and we got Christmas in a couple days, and New Year's is coming, so it's pretty cool. Just looking at all the work we did this year and how much the company's grown and I've grown and all the real estate that was purchased and all the good stuff that happened, man. It's been a great year. It's been a record year for us. Hopefully it's been the same for you. If not, then next year's the year to do it. You know, got to get that business open and start grinding and hustling. It's an all-day, all-night thing, 24 hours a day, just like it's like having a child. You got to feed it, you got to nurture it, you got to protect it. So get your business going, get your website online, get an SEO company to do your SEO, and start knocking on doors. You can do it. Everybody's done it. You can do it. I did it. You can do it. A lot of people ask me about, you know, starting a company. How much money is it going to take? I don't think it's about money, especially if you're like, if you come up the way that I came up, was like I was already on a roof. I was already working with the crew. I already had a trailer and tools. So really all you have to do is get work. You don't have to really invest any money per se into tools and equipment if you've already got a team and you're willing to work and you're willing to, you know, work extra and at night and market and knock on doors and you know, do all the things. You know, when I got my business first started, I started with Angie's List, I started with Home Advisor. I'd go anywhere that I can get cheap leads and I'd acquire as much work as I can. And I'd work all day with my crew and I'd set all my appointments whenever they came in for late afternoon. So in the summertime, I would work till like 6 with my team. I'd leave the guys to finish up. I'd go to McDonald's. I'd wash up in a bathroom, change my clothes, and then I'd go sell appointments or go to my appointments and sell roofs. So, but you got to stay active. You got to constantly do it. You got to have your team. You got to be confident in what you're doing. And the other side of that is your teammate, you know, your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever it may be at home. You know, you're working all these hours. As roofers, we work sun up to sundown. So in the summertime, it's like we're on the job at 7. Sometimes we don't leave till 8 or 9 when it gets dark. You got to get the job done. And then you're adding on appointments and you're adding on, you know, all this extra stuff. Saturdays, you're doing appointments on Saturdays. And, you know, the ladies are you know, all they want to do is spend time and be close and be with you. So it's important to have that teammate, and especially if they don't understand that, or it's tough. You know, luckily my wife is very supportive of this. Of course, still wants me at home and to spend quality time. And now that I create my own schedule, I can do that. But at the beginning, it was hustle sun up to sundown, weekend, Sundays, whatever it took. You know, we had to build this. So same thing, you know, for you when you're starting your company. You know, you got to have a team. You got to have a team, not just your crew, but your team at home. If you have kids, or who's picking your kids up from school or whatever you have, you know, it's very important that everybody's on the same page, because you don't want to be thinking about outside stuff when you're going to a sales appointment. You want to be as in the game as you can be. You know, a lot of times when I have big appointments or big customers, or the customers own big houses or they're somebody's, you know, I'll always do those appointments in the morning, first thing in the morning, because I'm fresh. You know, I work well in the morning, and then as it gets later in the day, you know, I'm tired and there's other stuff on my mind, and dinner and food and you know, all that good stuff. So, and I know everybody's different. Some people are fresh in the afternoon and they stay up all night and they're you know, they're down in the morning. So it's important whenever you're at the top of your game in the daytime to make sure that you're scheduling your appointments that are most important for those. So just a little tidbit, you know, I'm just driving to an appointment now. Got an ice dam issue. I'm sure it stems from insulation and ventilation. With proper installation and ventilation, which we can go over at a different time, you shouldn't have any ice dams, shouldn't have any icicles. So a lot of that going on right now. Getting to the end of the year. Tomorrow I'm going to go out and get all the bonuses together for the boys and walk around and hand out some money and, you know,
thank everybody, shake all the crew's hand. We did a big Christmas party over the weekend, so that was cool. Everybody came and we hung out. I rented bowling. It's like bowling but with a football. There's one place here by us that does that, so it's like 2 bowling lanes with pins, and then you throw a football at the bowling pins and try to knock them over. That was a lot of fun. Then we did some late night stuff, so it was cool. It was cool, a lot of fun. It's important to take your crew out and everybody to know that you appreciate them, and make sure, to me, it's my duty to make sure everybody has a good Christmas and provides presents for everybody. And so I always give my guys some money at the end of the year. I always have, even when I was a sub, even if it's a few $100 or whatever you can afford at that time, just to show your guys that you appreciate them. And in the, you're not only taking as far as work and just paying them, but it's appreciation. So for me, I take all the guys out, the crew, everybody that works for me. We'll go out for a night. I'll buy them dinner, and we'll do an activity, and then hang out at the bar or whatever the guys want to do. And then just near this time, we'll hand out some cash and make sure everybody's happy. As far as Paramount goes, we adopted a family for Christmas. Got some donations together, presents for them and the kids. So that's important to me too, is do a little bit of giving back. It's all. I came from nothing. I struggled. I was, homeless for years. So I know what it's like. So it's important for me to always extend that, whatever I can do to help other people as well. Just like, why I put these videos out. If one person can save one problem or help and benefit and feed their families from one video or something that I said or something that I showed, then I'm all for it, Why would I not? But it's a good time, we're gonna take off next week. Temperature's supposed to drop anyways, but we're gonna take off some time till after the New Year's, and then we'll get back to shoveling some roofs off and ripping them off and replacing them. That's what we do. So, but in the, all the business is going, the business is on your mind, the business is on your brain, and there's calls coming in, and you're dealing with this, dealing with that, getting Christmas presents together, making sure the kids are good, the wife is good, and everything else is good. You got to remember that, once these holidays come and you take the time off, that you really make the time count, because we're trying to run companies here. We're trying to build stuff. So our head's not always in the family game, and some people like me, we're just not engineered for it, and I try so hard, and I spend tons of time and quality time with my kids and take them out and do everything I can do with them. But I'm engineered to get it, and that's just how I am. So it took a while for me to really, at holiday times, birthdays, or even on the weekends, and I come home, at 5 o'clock and make dinner for the kids every day, to settle down and stop the brain from racing and really take the time to get quality time for them and make sure that they're taken care of on the time, and listening to them and seeing how school's going, and really manifesting that quality time. Because in the end, that's what's important, is the kids, So I have 3 daughters. My oldest daughter's 15, and the next one's 12, and then I have a 3-year-old, and then I actually have a baby on the way. That'll be the last one we're done for sure. So they'll both be like 3 years apart, so it's pretty cool. So we should be having the new one 26, so the day after Christmas. There you go. Tuesday, right? Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure. But yes, she's due then, and it's gonna be good. What a gift, right? So it'll be 4 total, and that's what it is. So that's what it is. But yeah, make sure you're spending that time, and with the guys, with your family, with your crew. Everybody gets appreciation and some time and thank yous. It's so important. So many places you've worked and I've worked. Back when I worked at McDonald's, even, nobody ever says thank you or hands you a few $100 or a few grand, depending on what your position is, whatever it is, or takes you out for something. It's so important, to say thank you. And, if a good job goes well, you text the whole team, say thank you, I appreciate you guys so much. And, it's them. I can sell $1 million worth of work tomorrow, but if there's nobody to do it, or there's guys that, aren't capable of putting out quality work, then I'm only as good as my crew. The crew's only as good as their leader. So it's very important to me to make sure I set a standard, and that I
always appreciate them. So, as it should be for you too. But that's about it, you know. Just finishing up the year. Paying taxes, brutal, but you got to do it. You got to do it, man. You got to get your credit up. You got to. It's all about credit. If you want all this stuff, and you got to have credit, man. The world does not revolve around cash. I don't care what you hear or who tells you what. It does not revolve around cash. It revolves around credit. You want nice trucks, and nice houses, and apartments, and credit lines, and all this and that. It's credit. Pay your taxes. You know, get all your payroll together, everything in QuickBooks. Get an accountant. Don't be hiding money. You're never going to get anywhere like that. It's got to be done right. It took me a long time to understand that and get that all together, because you want the money, of course, but in the same time you want credit too. If you want to build big businesses and be successful. Oh geez, can't even turn that way. Be successful, then that's what it has to be. So, you know, this video is not really about nothing. Just driving. Gonna finish out the week here in a second. Next couple hours actually, and go on to the holidays and spend some time with the fam. Do what we do. We're gonna be moving soon. We close on our house January 5th. I know I just moved not too long ago, but opportunity came up and we're gonna move. So do some videos there, but overall, like I said, I don't have too much to do. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody, Happy New Year's, be safe, spend time with the family, make sure your boys are taken care of, your team's taken care of, you know. Say thank you. If you can't afford bonuses, take everybody to lunch, make sure you shake everybody's hand and look them in the eye, say thank you, I appreciate you, even if it's just one person. It means so much, you know. It means so much to make sure that you always do that, because you want somebody to be there for you, you got to be there for them as well. But that's about it, man. I'm about to pull up and do this, check out this ice dam situation, and I'll see you guys probably next year. Maybe I'll make a video in between, I don't know. We'll see what's going on. And then as always, I appreciate you watching, and if you leave a comment, I'll always respond to you. If I didn't, then just send it again, because I will. Stay up, subscribe, do what you do, get out there and get it, hustle, get some sleep, get up and hustle again. So. Alright guys, that's it for me. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and hustle. That's what it's all about, man. Peace.